Hi, my name is Kayla Collier. I want to share my testimony to the student that I am and my determination to succeed in all that I do and that I go through. In November 2010, at the age of 9, I began experiencing some pain in my lower left jaw area. After some days of medicating the pain, my doctors immediately sent me to radiology to get an x-ray and later determined that an MRI would be necessary to get a better view. Eventually, I was referred to a specialist and scheduled for surgery in January 2011. That would be the first of many for myself. In 2012, another cyst was found and removed later that year. In 2013, another one. And in 2014, 2 more surgeries. By the time I was 15, I had 6 surgeries to remove benign mandible cysts. Meanwhile, I maintained an 8 average throughout elementary and middle school. In 2018, I faced an even bigger challenge after discovering what my doctor thought was a gastrological issue was actually a 13-pound tumor that was attached to my right ovary. This tumor, which the doctors were unsure of its makeup, needed to be removed as soon as possible. Unlike the 6 other surgeries before that required a 1 or 2 night hospital stay, this surgery will require a stay of at least 1 week and require me to be absent from school for at least 4 weeks. In the week I was given to prepare for surgery, my only concern was how I would maintain my grades. Days later, I had the benign tumor and 1 ovary removed and was finally diagnosed with Gorlin syndrome as I began the recovery process. In the hospital, I worked on assignments in between medications and walks around the hospital to regain my strength. 6 days later, once I was discharged and returned home, I began a full push to get caught up. I returned to school after 5 weeks, and it was clear from my first 9 weeks report card that I had not missed a beat. Fast forward to 2022, I was informed that I had 3 baseball-sized fibromas attached to my last remaining ovary. The doctors made it clear that the other ovary could not be saved, and my chances of having children naturally were very low. At this point, I was wrapping up my sophomore year of college and had a total of 8 surgeries in the decades of my life. But Kayla, what does it have to do with who you aspire to be? Here's the thing. Keep in mind that you are not just looking at a student who does well in tests and assignments. You are seeing a student who aspires to push through no matter the circumstance. My GPA is not a reflection of just how smart I am or how well I study. My GPA is a testament to how hard I work to maintain the standard of success that I have set for myself. I have big dreams and I aspire to get there at all costs. My current plan post-graduation is to become an accredited political analyst and eventually reach my dream anchor position on Good Morning America and possibly become the youngest ever White House press secretary. Additionally, I would like to one day write my story and become a New York Times best-selling author. I aspire to be like some of my biggest inspirations, people like Robin Roberts, Abby Phillip, Jovita Moore. These women have paved the way and created such well-versed resumes that I can only dream of achieving. As I enter this next chapter of my life, I aspire to get out of my comfort zone and try new things. I aspire to make my college experience a well-rounded and broadening one that hopefully will allow me to explore both my academic and artistic interests so that wherever the future takes me, I'll have a solid foundation upon which to build a career. I aspire to uphold myself to be accountable to the highest standard of performance, especially the standards I have set for myself. I also aspire to uphold moral character and unwavering ethical behavior. Lastly, I pride myself to aspire to learn personal growth and learn achievement to the highest level humanly possible. I aspire a career as a journalist because I want to transform this world by not following societal norms, but to help others learn and discover what this world and all that life has to offer us through the lens of a camera and pen and paper. Too often, people working in the media industry are portrayed as liars and always biased people, but I want to change that narrative and establish a different kind of name for journalists. I aspire to help others aspire.